What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brown Gent. In this video, I want to talk to you about Katana, which is something I posted about on Twitter a couple days ago. But just in case you haven't seen it, I figured I'd bring this on YouTube. And also, I'm going to open some crates live just to sort of show you how this works. So for those of you who haven't heard about it, it's the sort of new DeFi flywheel that has been making the rounds. It's sort of powered by the people who brought you Polygon. But before we get into all the details, just remember nothing I say is financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube. And if you wouldn't mind, hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. We are back and we're posting more content or video content on YouTube. And if you say, hey, you know what, that's fantastic, but this is not enough, I need more coaching, guidance, and support, I do have my paid services also linked down below. So check them out if you'd like. Now, this was posted June 11th, so 2 days ago. Then I had basically told you that I had posted a couple of Ethereum into Katana. For those of you who were around for Manta, which ended up being okay, but Virtual Bacon and the others were saying that people were going to 10x their money on this. Wasn't the case, obviously. I told you guys that was not going to happen. But it's a very similar concept in that you deposit funds. Immediately, you will receive these sort of crates, very similar to those boxes you'd open. Within these crates, there are potential NFTs. There's a CryptoPunk. There are, I believe, 3 Milady NFTs right now. And on top of that, you get the yield and you get the CAT token, which is really sort of the actual bonus, because the CAT token should be, worth a substantial amount of money once we get to the mainnet. Now, to participate, you can deposit Ethereum, you can deposit USD either in Circle or Tether form, or you can deposit wrapped Bitcoin. Personally, I prefer ETH or stable coins because I have ETH. Obviously, it really depends on when the mainnet goes live, which we don't know yet, because obviously the longer it takes, you might want it in stable coins, right? So just keep that in mind because all the deposits are locked. So once you deposit, you cannot withdraw. There may be a mechanism of sorts that comes about, like we saw with Manta, where you could transfer your stone into ETH for a small fee. This was somewhat worthwhile and people took advantage of it. But we have to wait till Katana market or mainnet launches, and then we can get our money back. On top, we'll also have the yield. Now, the deposits are what actually earns you those crates. So, for example, you deposit X amount of dollars, you get that many crates. Those crates will contain potentially those NFTs and potentially, CAT tokens, right? That's really what you'll be accumulating for the most part. You won't be able to transfer the CAT tokens for up to 9 months. This is meant to make sure people don't dump it, which is okay. But also, your deposits will be earning yield via the Yearn Vault mechanism. And the nice thing, and sort of why I'm bringing this to you guys, is not just about the gambling piece or the yield, but there's a significant amount of CAT token that is unclaimed right now, and that will all go to people who participate, right? I believe last I checked, it was 68 million CAT tokens up for grabs. All leftover CAT gets redistributed to create pre-depositors, weighted by time and amount. So it's not just how much you put in, but how long it's been there. So if you're early, and which right now is early, you can corner the market on a lot of these crates. Now, if you want a link to join, refresh this video because I did update it to include that information. But the other thing I do want to say is maybe you're involved in Kaito, right? And if you're a creator on Kaito, which basically means you post on Twitter, you can earn your share of 20,000 US dollars that is given each and every month for the top 25 creators, as well as about 10 million CAT token that's also going to be split by top yappers. Now, definitely make sure you follow these guys on Twitter so you get more announcements. Incubated by Polygon, which is, they're doing very good updates. As you know, I don't really invest in Polygon anymore. And Also, make sure you follow A. Weston. A. Weston was the first person who put me onto Katana about a week ago. And basically, he talks a lot about it too. And, I'm learning from him. And I also have to yap a bit more on Twitter as well if I want to get on the leaderboard. But basically, your LP and DeFi gets boosted, right, by the yield. And the way it works is, as I mentioned, you go through Yearn, but it's a sort of vault bridge. And then that goes into the selected DeFi pools. And basically, sort of this DeFi flywheel is sort of going to make you a bunch of money. So I'm going to get to your question, Fanman, in a second. Actually, I can bring it up right now. Fanman, like, I'll be honest with you, like, I make these videos to talk about a topic. Last time I'll answer a question that's off topic, because guys, like, this is not just your, hey, Brown Gent's talking, let me ask him any question about any unrelated topic. But for you, I'll just answer this one last time. I'll never do this again on any future videos. Infinx was down because of cloud services. So was everything else. You will now be able to join. You can go and check it out later. It'll be up and running. Okay. All right. So Katana, we're over here right now. As you can see so far, I have deposited 2.09 Ethereum, and I have opened 37 crates. 30 people have gotten crates through my referral link, which I did sort of include down below. So I get 1 crate for every 15 crates. So, basically 2 crates for free that I got. And out of those 37 crates in total, I got 849 cat tokens. So if we go back to the actual page, I'm going to bring this up right here, and we'll do a bit of gambling here as well. Before we do this, you can go and join their Discord if you'd like. You see who audited them. You can see how it works, sort of the details that I talked about here, including like the probability charts. You can see here that you have to get a super rare crate. And in the super rare crate, you can get a CryptoPunk, right? This would obviously be insane. Like, I would love to like have a chance at that. Obviously, very, very unlikely. Most of the time we'll be going for these crate or these cat amounts. Okay. So definitely check that out. I think it's worthwhile. And also, if you want more details on Katana, all this stuff is down here, and you just tab and you can sort of go on and keep reading. Okay. So we'll do that. Now let's go see here what happens if I put in 1 Ethereum. Let's go here. Let's use some base, and we'll pick 10. All right, I'm just gonna tab it up and let's see what happens. So so you can see, not 21. All right, let's do 18 crates. 18 crates, I think it's not bad. And we will deposit. Okay. So now it's gonna ask me to sign a transaction where I give up $2,000 in deposit. I deposit $2,700. Like I said, I'm not just doing this for the gambling. I'm doing it for the yield, but mainly for the unclaimed cat tokens and sort of time-weighted bonus, which typically these things have paid out really well in the past. So now it's sort of retrieving my rewards. You can see here that I got 14 common crates and 4 uncommon crates, which not ideal. I was hoping for a rare or super rare because I can't get a CryptoPunk on stream anymore. But now we'll go in here and we will hit open. We'll just sort of open them up. So I'm just open them one at a time. Okay. Just sort of might as well since we're on a live stream. All right, I got 5 cat from that. I'll do another 10 cat. Sweet. I wish the graphics were a little better on like showing up. You see it's up the top here, 13 cat right at the top. We'll do it again. Maybe there's a Milady NFT. That'd be new. That'd be nice. 6 cat. Okay. Okay. 10 cat. 7 cat. 9. The thing is, like, usually I would just open them all at once, but then like it kind of like is the end, right? 10 cat. Cool, cool. 10 cat again. 7 cat. 13 cat. Let me know if you have any questions, by the way. This is just like, don't want to say it's sort of mindless, but like I'm just sort of going through the motions here. Maybe we'll be on the uncommon boxes soon. All right, come on, come on. 9. Sean, any new hardware? What do you mean? Oh, sweet. I got 20 cat here. Oh, it did open all the other uncommon boxes too. Okay. Any new hardware? What do you mean? So far, how much did I put in? I put in $8,241. 1,021 cat tokens, 55 crates. This is sort of what I've locked up. Rings or phones? No. You probably remember like Kudus, right? So for Kudus, I got like $1,000 basically, or $800 plus the NFT, which was worth 1 SOL, so like about $200, and it cost me 1 SOL, so it was very good. You'd be very careful with these hardware. Like I bought the Sui Play, and it's kind of sucks, to be honest. So I would just sort of avoid that because they haven't sent it. It's been over like 8 months, I think, 8 or 9 months. I was in Canada when I bought it, so I wouldn't sort of recommend anything right now unless it's on Sol. Yeah, so here's the thing. So yeah, so many new change, can't keep up. So like this is just like one of this. I think it's a very good opportunity because of the fact that it's time weighted. So I know a lot of people will complain and say, "Oh my God, I got like 0.1 ETH. I'm really not going to get anything out of this." But if you do that early, if you do this early before this stuff sort of closes, all the unreleased ones, it's time weighted. So if you're there like twice as long or 3 times as long, you get more of the unclaimed cat, and also like potentially you can win some other big prizes on top of the yield and everything else. Focus your attention. Honestly, like I would look at what Kaito recommends. So Kaito will basically show you like where the attention is going. So virtuals is huge. Hyperliquid's not on there. That's one I focus on. And abstract. Those are the 3 that I like. How much did I cook with Iris? I got like $1,000. That $1 to 1,000 or $2 to 1,000. So it was okay. I have 170,000 points for baby tomorrow. That will be fantastic, right? I have been cooking up a bunch of points from Dab on that. So anyways, I just wanted to come on here, show you how Katana works. As always, make sure you hit the like button, share the video. Think it's good. Not saying to sort of put your life savings here, but this is one of those things where if you're early, a small amount can make you a lot. Okay? Sounds good. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. As always, hit the like button, share the video. I'll be back on Sunday for our Ask Me Anything, which is the Sunday stack. With that being said, thanks again for watching. See you later.